Stirring the coffee with one giant chopstick of truth, one tactical chopstick from K-Bar, and one normal chopstick. The triple vortex method. Stirring the coffee with 3 chopsticks using the vortex method. The only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee. 3 taps at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, this is buttered mushroom coffee. Keto heavy. Nice. With some real salt in there. Love it. If you're not using the real salt, what's the matter with you? I'll put a link for it down below. The coffee is triple bastard dark roast. I'll put a link for that down below too. If you click the links and buy anything from the broadcasts, it's just a nice, normal way of supporting the channel. As I am moving to 1 million subscribers by this time next year, I'm looking for 1 million subscribers. I have a lot of work to do. But this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Man, I told you today, strap yourself in, man. Seriously, I hope the airbags are working. You know, when I use 3 chopsticks, you know it's going to be a rough one. 6 o'clock in the morning, I got up at 5 today. I'm very disappointed in myself that I slept till 5. So I'm on this dating site and this woman says she's not impressed by money, looks, status, or material goods, but I'm more impressed by a man, by how he treats other people. This one's going to be awesome. All right. Here's my deal, guys. Give them exactly what they want. They want time off? Go. They need time to breathe? Let them go. They want to break up? Give them exactly what they fucking want, okay? So coffee date it is. I drive the farm truck there. I park it in front of the coffee shop. When she asks what I do for a living, I'm going to tell her I work in a mailroom and I deliver pizzas at night. I guarantee you there will be no second date. But remember, she's not impressed by money, status, or material goods, but how I treat other people. I'll treat the waitress so good. I'll tell her she's pretty. I'll tell the date that she looks beautiful. We'll see how this works out. I'll report back to you about the money, looks, and status chick. That's going to be way too funny. Do manosphere broadcasts make women look dumb? That's what's going around now. I don't really care, honestly. But I'll tell you what I do believe. I think manosphere podcasts make men look dumb. All you have to do is step away from that whole shit show for about a year. And when you come back, the whole thing looks stupid and you want nothing to do with it. It's taillights and license plates for me, man. I'm like far in the distance. Want nothing to do with any of the show of shit. No, thank you. No, thank you. I know all the guys. I'm friends with all the guys. Got nothing against anybody. Well, maybe one. But no. That's a big old no. You don't or never will own your girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, or partner. I like to say, just like loosen that grip up a little bit, let go, release.
They all come back.
As soon as people realize that, everything changes for the better. You can still give a darn without controlling and choking the life out of the relationship. It does work. But the idea is this, and I've said this for years. Honey, I love you. I love you. And it's okay to tell someone you love them if you love them. Honey, I love you, but I love me just a little bit more. I'm putting that oxygen mask on myself first. That way, if shit goes down, it hits me first. You want to be a strong, independent woman? Okay, at 2 o'clock in the morning when we hear glass crashing downstairs in the middle of the night, I'll just stay upstairs, okay? All right? Yeah. There's a scenario I'd love to see. A wife saying to her husband, honey, you stay here. I'll go downstairs and find out what that noise is. Are you kidding me? I got a damn machete next to my bed. A knife, a freaking like commando knife on my nightstand. A shotgun on a holder on the wall. Yeah, okay. And some secret spots throughout the house. Pretty funny, right? Reporter says, would you ever get married again if you were really sure? My answer was, I was really sure the first time. The reporter said, well, sure, as in beyond a shadow of a doubt. My answer is, my sureness does not have levels. I am not serially sure. Of course, I answered that reporter. That was actually back in 2013. I have changed my mind. I am open to marriage. You know, it's kind of funny. You tell a woman you're open to marriage and having kids, and pew, they're gone. They're gone. That's today's woman. I cut through the bullshit. First date. Just want to find out where they're at. That's all. Feel them out. If all they're looking for is a damn green card, pew, I'm out of there. It's nothing but asses and elbows. If I tell her that I'm looking for a long-term beloved wife, all I see is taillights and license plates. I have grieved privately for friends whose beloved wife have died suddenly or from a disease. I've accessed the same emotions inside whenever I hear a man say that his wife decided to no longer be married. Death and divorce both hurt a man. They really do. Deeply, deeply. The pain is physical. Men actually feel it in their chest. When a woman says she no longer wants to be married, a man feels it here. He feels like he can't catch his breath. And if I can get him out walking, if I can get him to the gym, things will be okay. This happens for weeks and sometimes months, this prolonged stress in a man's life. It is hard on a man. A woman bounces back from this kind of stuff so much faster than a man, which tells you that they never really gave a shit from the get-go. Men, back off your intensity. Do what you got to do. Support your family, provide a nice house. But the reality is, she will be with somebody tomorrow. You were the alpha. Hey, sorry about the plosives. I have a foam filter that I got. You know, this microphone is many, many years old. When I used to do other podcasts prior to manosphere and man-related content. So I have a foam pop filter that goes over the top of this. It's upstairs in the top drawer somewhere, probably all squished like a pancake. I think I got to look for it and put it on. So maybe next time you see me, I will have the pop filter on. Here's a little encouragement for the guys. One woman writes me and says, for 20 years, my husband has done this. And that's referring to breakfast or coffee in bed every day. This melts my stress away. Every morning he greets me the same. I am not sure what I have done to deserve him, but I thank God for him every day. Where the heck are these women at? Seriously, where are they at? I've never met a woman like that. Here's another one that says, I submit to my husband. He is the leader of our family. This was always the plan, even when we met years ago. This doesn't mean I'm abused. It means we complement each other. He is protective and a great provider, and he is in control of himself. He doesn't drink. He's never doing drugs or marijuana. He doesn't gamble. He doesn't chase women or abuse us as a family. He tells me every day that I'm still as beautiful as the day we met. He's a loving and strict father, and the kids are doing very well. I always thought he is a better person than I am. He's so sensible and clear-headed. I look around at my friends, and I don't think any of them have it as good as I do. I even feel that when he's annoying, he still is a great guy. He's a noted athlete, and women throw themselves at him all the time. Maybe I should worry, but I don't. He's never given me any reason to. Women are writing me about their husbands now. We hear so much negativity, and there is a lot of negativity, because negative basically sells. What do they say? If it bleeds, it leads. If I come on here and just like shit talk for an hour, this video will go viral. But it probably won't now, because I actually said something nice about a woman appreciating her husband. But that is pretty damn rare if you think about it. Can we bow our heads and have a moment of silence for every man who has ever tried turning a 304 into a housewife? Can we do that? Who else has tried that before? Raise your hand. Right? So let's just bow our head for a moment of silence. Okay, that's enough. Ladies, here I go again, banging that contraception drug. Contraception in the long run will always betray you. But you don't think so because you like sex more than the potential consequences of hormonal birth control. It's always going to betray you. It's going to make you feel lonely, lost, bitter, and filled with regret. But for most women, it's too late. The egg carton is empty. Remember the first time you went down on a woman, guys? Shit, it's Friday. First time you went down on a woman, okay? You know, you got your finger in there, and you might be eating at the Y in the morning or at night, whatever, and you feel like a little something in there. You're feeling like a little wire. Like what? Like the string or something. And you yank it a little bit, and a little IUD comes out that is impregnated with hormones, so she will not get pregnant. Dude, while you were eating at the Y, you were also eating hormones. So now there's two women in the house. Hormonal birth control. Women say, I don't take the pill because I just don't want all those hormones. Okay, so we'd rather stick them inside of our twat. Let them leach all through there. That is a weird feeling when you're going down there and you feel that string. You expect me to go down there and not feel inside there? Are you nuts? I look back at that and I go, what the fuck was I thinking? No wonder that egg carton is empty. Hey, what'd you think of the beloved wife video yesterday? You know, we're at the point in society where only the top attractive 10%, and some people say even 5%, are getting all the dating action. Pretty girl privilege is a thing. Pretty girls always have men lined up. Always, always, always. Some gals have them lined up for a mile. You get sick of one, you toss his ass aside. The next one makes more and can take you on better vacations. That's what that's all about. Handsome guy privilege. I used to have that when my hair was dark and I was a younger man and much more handsome than I am now. Back then, I was at least a 5. You know, now I'm like a 3. But I used to get so much vitamin P that I literally had to go spend time with guys just to feel normal. Go shoot pool or go bowling or go chop some wood, do some work in the yard. The rest of the single population has either tapped out, gotten cynical, or just walk around with a free-floating sadness just below the surface. It could be sadness that leads to tears or sadness that leads to anger. So now we have a whole generation of angry, sad men who don't give a shit about anything. And some of them, not even about themselves. Dude, start thinking about yourself. Don't punish yourself because of a lack of vitamin P. And I give a damn about you. I want you guys out there that aren't getting any to watch this channel and say, this man is like a father or uncle that actually gives a shit about us. He understands what we're going through. You know why I want you to think that? Because I do. I care about you. And that's why I'm going to get to be 1 million subscribers by this time next year. Well, if you struggle with dating, welcome to the club. Dating is not in our DNA. Choosing a mate is, but not dating. Dating is so fucked up. First of all, dating is fucking. I was dating this guy for a while. Oh, you mean you were fucking this guy for a while? Add sucking to that as well. A large percentage of men struggle with this in its most basic aspect. The struggle is fueled by the fear of doing something wrong, like you feel stupid. You're looking foolish. Maybe you didn't tuck your shirt in all the way. Just like little things. You kind of hyper-criticize yourself. Getting rejected. Becoming a Me Too casualty, which happens, but it's rare. Divorce and breakup. You should never not get married because of a fear of divorce. I know a lot of guys are doing the, if you had a parachute which had a history of only opening up 50% of the time, would you jump out of a plane? Just look at statistics, accident statistics in general. In general. Not getting married because some bitter bitch on YouTube says don't get married is really bad reasoning. Really bad. What if you're going into a restaurant and some guy on his way out says, don't go in there. Half the time I've eaten there, the food tastes like shit. You'd be like, you crazy motherfucker, you. Just learn how to order the right food. You went into an Italian restaurant and you ordered Chinese food. No wonder it tasted like shit. Just stop it, dude. Stop it. But use this head, not this head. So we spend years playing it safe and doing nothing at all. The all too common outcome of repeated failure leaves many men feeling frustrated, defective, unlovable, and even resentful. I was talking to a client yesterday. I had 2 coaching clients yesterday, and I said to one dude, dude, you have relationship PTSD. He stopped. And he says, wow. He goes, I think I do. I said, yeah, man, you got shell shock. You're afraid to move forward with a woman because now inside your head, you equate women with pain and confusion and destruction. We need to work on that, my man. Beware of the woman that has a cross above her bed. You know how like women, like they have that crucifix above their bed on the wall? Next time she says, I have to go to the bathroom, I'll be right back. Just like reach over and pull open the nightstand. And it's going to be filled with condoms, lube, and dildos. And then look up at Jesus. Do your research, my brother. Never make plans with a woman who is not your beloved wife. Girlfriends will always, 100% of the time. You want to talk about parachutes that don't open up? Here's a parachute that doesn't open up 100% of the time. Girlfriends will always waste your time and money. I have friends that I haven't talked to in years because they waste my time. There are women who I haven't talked to in years because they're nothing but a huge waste of time. Girlfriends will always waste your time. Wives are the only thing worth investing in. Execute your mission, and if she joins you, and if she isn't like a bored little child in the back seat of a long car ride, then maybe you'll be in luck and have a woman who wants to join your mission, not compete with you. Strong, independent woman still wants you to open up her door. Wait a minute. Use them strong, independent arms to open up your own door. Never buy the BS that you can get an ex back. They might wander back with the odometer turned over a time or two. Would you want a woman who's been driven by others after you? When she leaves you, she's fucking some other guy. She's sucking another guy's dick, swallowing his semen, getting reamed in the ass. Let's get real. I'm going to keep it real. But there's hundreds of vids on YouTube telling you how to get your ex back and what to do, and they're charging all kinds of money, and it blows my damn mind. Your job now, my brother, is to get you back after she stole your time, your resources, wasted and squandered your hopes and dreams, received jewelry, went on vacations, trips, and previous heartfelt gifts. We're not good at picking out gifts as guys, but when we do give a gift, we gave some thought to it. She needs to give back all the precious reminders of that relationship that you took seriously. It's about you now. Start your dream with another who isn't a time waster. Back in 1994, I bought a brand new Honda Accord. Brand new. Beautiful. 0 miles. Did you ever drive a car with 0 miles on it? I drove it home. I got it from Marchese Honda in Norristown. I was living in King of Prussia. Drove it back. I don't know. That was like maybe 5 miles. I pulled into the driveway and it had 5 miles on it. I'm like, this car is mine. It's never been driven by anyone else. It was pristine. Within 3 months, the car got stolen. I got a call from Upper Marion Police saying, your car was stolen. We caught it on the Schuylkill Expressway with 6 other cars in a caravan, and we're going to have it returned to you. I said, oh, cool, thank you. It got returned to me. They took a dent puller and yanked out the ignition and then started it up with a screwdriver. At that point, the only way I could start the car was with a screwdriver. Nothing else was fucked with, just that. After about 3 months of starting a car with a screwdriver and getting the new ignition put in, back then was about $1,500 that I didn't have. So I just continued with the screwdriver. I literally had a screwdriver. I cut the handle off, drilled a hole through it, and put it on my keychain because that became my key. So there was a weird little security system. Nobody could start my car unless they had a screwdriver. Long story short, I ended up getting rid of the car in a few months. I think I had the brand new car like maybe 6 months. You know why? Because someone else drove it. And they weren't driving it lovingly. Like, you know, you don't drive a rental car like you drive your own car. Let's get real. Come on. What's the phrase? I'll beat you like a rented mule. You know you floor it in the rental cars, spin the wheels. You just abuse it a little bit.
It just never felt the same to drive again, and I couldn't wait to get rid of it. That's what it's like when you take a girlfriend back. She's been driven by someone else who really didn't give a shit about her. You want a woman whose breasts were suckled by another man, whose ass was reamed out like a train tunnel, who rode another man into oblivion, who sucked his dick dry, and then cooked dinner for him? and then referred to you in one sentence as, yeah, he was a guy that I dated.
The girl that loved you referred to you as, yeah, he's just some guy that I dated. Imagine that. And some dude is spilling his seed all over the bed sheets, turning her room into a crime scene, the one where you loved her and brought her coffee every day. Yeah, you want to take that back? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. But you do you, bro. As I said about a year ago, there's only one thing I'm looking for in a woman, and this is what I check all the time: her propensity and ability to want to build something that outlives us. All I keep meeting is demolition experts. I end up finding out how they destroyed their marriage and their families. Women are destroyers by nature. Men kind of shore women up. A woman that is under a man's love and care and submits and is subject to his love is one of the most beautiful things in the world. That's why the men at the gates in Proverbs 31 talk about your wife. That is why men pull you aside and say, you are one lucky man. That is why King Lemuel in Proverbs says, many women have done excellently, but you, my dear, my love, and my wife, have surpassed them all. That's what you're looking for. Forget everything else. Doesn't matter. Here's going to be the line on my next dating profile. Builder wanted. Again, asses and elbows. I have to laugh. I started seeing a supervising therapist this week for my first session. You know, every therapist needs to have a therapist to help bounce off issues that they have with their clientele. Not because I'm goofy in the head, but that's a thing that I learned in graduate school 35 years ago. Always have a therapist that you bounce your shit off of. If you are looking for a coach who doesn't have a coach, you need to look for a new coach, period. There's nobody with all the answers. Nobody. So I have a coach, I have a business coach, and I have a therapist that I just hired, a supervising therapist. He made me laugh the other day. He's a guy with a gray beard. He's about 10 years older than me. He says, you know why it's important for a therapist to have a gray beard, glasses, and hemorrhoids? And I'm like, what? This is how he started out the session. He says, well, the glasses make you look intelligent. The gray beard makes you look like you have wisdom. And the hemorrhoids make you look like you're truly concerned. And we both laughed, and I'll tell you what, at that moment, just the laughter kind of broke the ice. I thought to myself, this is my dude. So now, standing appointment once a week with this guy. Can't wait for the next one. All that being said, I do coaching, I don't do therapy. I spent over 2 decades as a therapist, a clinical director of a psychiatric clinic, and taught in 5 colleges, including a nursing school, which was very difficult because I was teaching just women. This was before there were male nurses. So what do men want? Here's something for those stupid-ass dating shows or these podcasts, you know, that have a couple guys and a bunch of girls around a table. What do men want? We want a conservative, and when I say conservative, I'm not talking about politically conservative, although that's what I am looking for, but conservative as far as like conservative in dress. I don't want a woman who's got a trash mouth. I don't want a woman where there's like cleavage and short skirts and showing her ass and all this stuff. I'm not interested in that. You know, I had a girl once say to me, I'm not on social media. Literally within a week of breaking up, she's all over social media. All over. I'm like, yeah, that is why I tell you, believe everything she does and nothing of what she says. Nothing of what she says. So what do men want? Men want a conservative, pure, beautiful, committed, beloved wife who will give us children. And you might say, and? I said, that's it. That's it. I don't care what degree you have. I don't care what university you came from. I don't care what you drive. I don't care where you get your nails done. Doesn't matter to me. I don't care what galas you go to. Doesn't matter to me. I told you exactly what I want. I want a conservative, pure, or as pure as I can get, beautiful, committed, beloved wife who will give me children. Period. And take care of those children as I take care of her. God, me, my wife, my children. God gives me strength. I give strength to my wife. My wife gives strength to my children. Period. Pretty simple. You heard me say this, that too many breakups creates anger in men. Too many eggplants in a woman creates crazy. That's why that angry and crazy seem to work together for only a short period of time. Keep that in mind. And I'm going to be creating a God-honoring video showing you the solution to that. Yesterday, you heard me talk about the benefit of a beloved wife versus a girlfriend. Girlfriends want so much these days. Sorry. Girlfriends get the farm truck and a cup of coffee. Quick reminder that Christ is king. Christ is king. And here's my deal. All right, I'm a Christian guy working through stuff as I have been for decades. I suck at being a Christian. Anyone else suck at being a Christian? I'll put up two hands. I'm not real good at it. I'm not real good at being a Christian, but I am a Christian. But do you need to be a Christian to benefit from this channel? No. Do I need you to be a Christian to be a listener or a subscriber to this channel? No. If you're hardcore, aggressive, attacking atheist, out of here. Get lost, or I'll throw your ass out. But if you're open to wisdom in general, then just take what you need, what's beneficial, and move on. That's all. That's all. There's nobody that believes 100% of what anybody says, period. I get these letters. George, although I don't believe in everything you say, you never have to say that because that is a fucking given. That's a given. I understand that no human being in the world believes what I say 100%. And that's okay. I am building a community of like-minded believers. That's what I'm doing here. And that's what I've done here for 7 years. Would it surprise you if I told you I have a friend who is like pro Black Lives Matter? Hardcore. Hard fucking core. Big black beard, shaved head. Hardcore. But I love the guy. We have great conversations and I'm going to have him on the channel. He's the exact fucking opposite of what you would think that would be on this channel. But I get excited every time I see him. And he gets excited every time he sees me. Because we always have good, respectful conversations. Always. Always. So it's not that hard to unfollow people that you disagree with on social media. Build your community of like-minded people. You have an offbeat, realist, or politically incorrect sense of humor? Cool. Yeah, the modern Catholic woman, this is my experience. Cross above the bed, dildo, condoms, and lube in her nightstand. Take pics if you can. As proof. And send me the pictures of the nightstand. Nothing else. So when she goes to the bathroom, you check the top drawer of her nightstand. There's a vetting technique that you've never heard of. Her top nightstand is going to tell you everything you need to know. My great-grandfather had 18 children. Do you hear that? Which means that my great-grandmother didn't have time to breathe. Had 18 children. Imagine the grandchildren, the great-grandchildren. I want to start that. I want to keep that going. I'm going to be visiting his grave sometime this week, actually on Sunday. I'm going to all the graves in New York. Going to see my parents this weekend. It's funny, I wanted to get an old man mask. You ever see those masks that go on and they even come down like below your shirt? They look real. There's a lot of YouTube videos. I was going to get like an old man mask and do a series on certain topics on my channel. The problem is all the old man masks already look like me. That's pretty rough. Has anyone here ever cooked with wild camel hump fat? It's actually a thing, and I'll put a link for it down below. As an animal fat cooking enthusiast, I don't cook with vegetable oils, olive oil, or anything like that. This could be pretty interesting. One of the things with wild camel hump fat is it supports brain function, joints, and bones. So I think I can get it within a couple days, and maybe I'll do a video on what I make with wild camel hump fat. Pretty psyched about that. Tristan Tate, who is a friendly acquaintance, says, you got a positive pregnancy test and you're unsure what to do? This is the sign that you were looking for. Keep the baby, raise the baby. By the time they are 2, you will thank God you read this and shudder that you ever considered an abortion. I understand you have a choice, but make the right one. Ooh, an evil Tate brother. They're so bad, aren't they? That's the smartest thing I ever heard. Right there. Right there. Thank you, Tristan. There is a guy right now waiting for your relationship with her to end. She knows exactly who the guy is. She knows how to put herself in front of him. Trust me on this. And she will always lie about it. She knows exactly who she's going to date after you. There's somebody on deck right now. Being a wife has privileges that the perpetually single plowed womb woman on hormonal birth control will never experience. Think about some of the pussies that are just pounded every day, several times a day. You want one of those? Seriously, do you want one of those? Crazy. Nobody will ever rise. Proverbs says, her children rise and call her blessed. Guess what? No one will ever rise and call you blessed. You'll rise and then you'll get plowed again with strange seed, taken on a weekend sexcapade, a girl vacation where you meet a guy and have a one-night stand, hot Chad at the foam cannon party, as Rollo talks about, but no one ever is going to refer to you as blessed. The girl vacations, the solo vacations, the dating sites, no man ever is going to call you blessed. Ever. Ladies, don't you want to be blessed? Don't you want to be a beloved wife? The choice is yours. But so many women make the wrong choice in this day and age, over and over and over and over. Proverbs 31:3 says, do not chase after women and lose your strength. Women like that have destroyed kings. I almost got destroyed once. If she's not sending you alluring pics and videos for your eyes only, who is she sending them to? Think about it. If a woman was sending you breast pictures every day, and then you no longer see each other, who now is she sending them to? Just wondering. Or as Kermit the Frog would say, but that's none of my business. I would instruct all women to read Proverbs 31. And I ask you this, wouldn't it be beautiful to have a life like this? Matthew says, Mr. Bruno, you are a gift from God. I had a bad breakup in October. I have a six-figure job, and my girlfriend wants me to quit it to move closer to her and her family. Danger, Will Robinson. She must be from Red Flagistan. I refused to move. I got to a point where it got toxic. I tried to get her back, even offered to finally quit my job. Yeah, desperation is nothing but a sign of helplessness. I eventually realized she didn't support my mission, and I started to detach about 2 weeks ago. Your videos are the perfect message at the perfect time. Thank you, sir. And finally, if she did it to you, she'll do it to others, and do it to more in the future. And if she wants back, she's got a lot of explaining and changing to do. You know, I was a passport bro for 4 years. I know what I'm talking about when I say the grass is not greener on the other side just because it's 5,000 miles away. If she has running water, she's a modern woman, a used car, skilled at lying, and don't think for 1 second because she says that she's a Christian that it makes any difference. You might think it does. That's called idealism and sentimentalism, and those two things are the enemy of every man. And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you on the next Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.